highest title. I'm your idol, the highest title.
As citizens, it's our job to always critically analyze and critique everything that we see and everything that we hear. We're here to put the media under the microscope, okay, to see if it's truly a true representation of the diversity within our country, but specifically within our community here in Akron, Ohio.
And I have to tell you that throughout the years, it has been the same consistent message, and that is, 1, not to be taken advantage of, 2, to speak up for yourself, 3, to have something to stand for. And there's a few more in terms of anti-violence, anti-drugs. Drugs was something that I saw very, very early on in my life due to my mom working at a hospital in Harlem, North General Hospital, where on the 3rd floor was a rehab center where I would see these heroin addicts coming in to be treated and hopefully to be successful with becoming, drug-free. So that's still a message of mine. And I just have to say, through the years, it's been an honor to be looked upon the way that hip-hop looks at me.
And in the college I work at, when Wayne dropped, probably not when he dropped, but probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I could probably find about 2,000 black males on my campus look just like Wayne. Just like him. To the point where when he goes to get a tight pair of breeches, they go get the same breeches. They could be spandex tight with sequins on them. They gonna rock them the very next day. Now my point is, I like Wayne. Now his content is a little questionable. You feel me? When he talks, the things he talks about can be determined to be a little unsafe. He also is a drug addict. Let's keep it 100. He has a severe drug addiction, and he seems to have a problem with covering, well, so you understand what I'm trying to talk about. He has multiple children. My thing is, I don't get mad at that. Be careful. What I'm talking about is the image. The image. Do people's images become your image? They call you guys the microwave generation. You want to be a Grammy-nominated actress. Right. So you go in the microwave 25 seconds. Where's my award? Denzel, serve it up. Okay? You can't do that. And where do you find your skill set right now? Education. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm an educator. And there are some issues with education that I talk to my cohorts about all the time that I have issue with. But can I tell you right now, you need to be in that classroom outworking your teachers.
We developed the intellectual, social, emotional, and political learning by using cultural references. My cultural reference being hip-hop, but any part of youth or popular culture can work in this scenario. It's multidimensional, which means we involve curriculum content, learning content, classroom climate, student-teacher relationships. All of these things are what creates what they call the therapeutic milieu, okay? Empowering. We want to empower our students to be producers, not just consumers. Learn how to critically break down what's being force-fed to you. And then the next step from that is create your own. Have your own voice. Working in special ed, you see a lot of resistance from students. You see a lot of emotional disturbance. You also see a lot of adults who, for whatever reason, they egg students on. Sometimes we do things that are just really inhumane to the students. I've seen students put in a restraint. It wasn't really therapeutic. I've seen students get cursed out or threatened by teachers. It's not just students threatening teachers. Sometimes it goes the other way around. So a lot of my work with teachers is on compassionate communication. How to engage the students verbally, not to just say, I'm the adult, you're the kid, do what I say, shut up, sit down. That does not work in the community, in the cultural climate that we want to build in an effective school.
One of the things that you have to recognize is that the mass media actually sets the agenda for many of us if we don't use critical thinking skills. They tell us what's important, what's not important, what we should be doing, what we should not be doing. And most of the time, from a psychological level, we don't even realize it's actually happening to us. It's important that we become critical thinkers because the mass media will control our thoughts and we think we're thinking on our own. Someone once said, power is not a gun or a knife or a bomb. Power is the ability to control others and have them act against their own self-interest. So I don't need a bomb, I don't need a gun, I don't need a knife if I can control your thoughts. Then you'll do what I want you to do without me ever touching you. And if we don't think critically, that's exactly what has happened to some of us and will continue to happen.
The highest title. I'm your idol. The highest title.